Alright, Schlockmeister fans, we're going to watch a movie here called Revenge of the Teenage Vixens from Outer Space. I know someone whose jaw just dropped. Let's watch. Alright, we see something falling from outer space and landing in the woods. And sizzling. Here's our star, Carla.
Well, since your door's going to be open, Carla, my sweet, you just might drop in later tonight.
I just might set the dogs on you, Danny. Hey, Steph. Hi, Mia. I didn't know you were back in town. Yeah, I bet, bitch. Steph. Bye.
And suddenly all these kids are greeted by 4 Vixens. And they just show up at Carla's house, uninvited.
What do you think you're doing here? Oh, your door was unlocked? Yeah, I know. There's no one out here but this cute fuzzy... Oh, that's my cat. Look, who are you?
I'm sorry. We didn't know anyone was home.
Well, I'll get you.
The next day, the Vixens show up in
Oh,
school
she's here by my friend Carla.
and are enrolled.
Man, you guys get a look at those new chicks. Hey, Pete, you got any in one of your class?
See?
The teacher's getting seduced by this girl named Stephanie. Wants a better grade, I imagine.
I don't want to be insensitive to your feelings. I really am very flattered. Oh, Jesus Christ. You better drop this whole thing right now.
Mr. Morelli, I love you.
There's that teacher and his son now. Paul, I think is his name.
All right. Have fun.
Paul's gonna go out with
I'm sure I'll have a wonderful time.
Carla.
Dad, somebody to see you.
Oh, great.
It's a Vixen.
Hi, Mr. Morelli.
Paul and Carla on their date.
They are staying in that house out by the power station. What if they did come down in your UFO?
Carla.
Well, what do you think?
I think you have outer space on the brain. It's space sickness. You need an emergency Morelli mind. Yes. I feel your thoughts. Our thoughts are one.
All right.
Rumors.
Zoe was over at Mr. Morelli's house last night. You heard.
Zody's
From
one of the
Paula, I
Vixens.
suppose. Look, Steph, don't go getting mad.
I look pretty ridiculous, don't I? You know, I'm not gonna let this go by, Carla. Forget it.
Word is that all the guys are sleeping with all the Vixens.
No, you don't want to hear. Never mind.
All right, Steph. Hear what? What do you know?
Rick's not the only one who's been getting it from one of the new girls. So's Pete and Steve and half the rest of the guys in school.
Not Pete.
Oh, ask him. She just had better luck with it.
Stephanie's
You
jealous.
turned Mr. Morelli in because you're jealous. Well, from now on, Zodi and the rest of your little sexy friends are going to find it a hell of a lot harder to get everything they want.
What do you mean? What are you planning now?
They'll find out soon enough.
Mr. Morelli has a story about Paul's mother.
Is here, along with a new crop of beauties. That's the girl I'm in love with. I want to see her.
Why?
So Paul's mother's an alien.
I want to apologize. They're used to getting their own way, and when they don't, they fly into tantrums like children.
Gee, this is just like in the movies where all the aliens are beautiful women and of course they just happen to speak English.
Well, it's not that far-fetched. I know it's hard to believe, son, but it's true. I've got to figure out where to find them.
Well, hey, if you go to that old school near the power station, you might find your alien. Schoolhouse up there?
Paul tells the story.
You're kidding.
Why?
If I told you what he told me, you wouldn't believe me. He says that 16 years ago, some other Vixens were here. He fell in love with one. They had an affair, and she had me. That's who my mother was.
But I thought your mother was dead. Didn't...
That's what I've always been told, that she died when I was born.
Paul discovers he has some sort of powers.
What?
I did that. I made a picture of it and it happened.
And it's true. You do have special powers.
Sure enough, Mr. Morelli tracks down Mary Jo. The woman he had an affair with 16
Mary
years
Jo?
ago.
That's not my name.
I always figured it wasn't. But you are the girl who called herself Mary Jo, aren't you?
I've risen in fame since then. As a matter of fact, I'm a queen, Jack.
Wanted was action. Action's all they're going to understand. The only way to get rid of them is to force them out.
I wouldn't try.
They want the Vixens to be
careful,
gone.
girls. Those ray guns look pretty deadly.
You're stupid people, aren't you? Well, you'll just have to catch us. Son?
The girls' ray guns are powerful, actually.
See what I mean? You shouldn't make them mad like that.
Turned him into a cat. This Vixen zaps a couple in a car. And this chick gets zapped. And gets turned into a giant carrot.
This is strange.
Paul and Carla do it.
I've always had it.
I've never seen it before.
Well, you've never seen me with my clothes off before either.
His special medallion.
That's true. Where'd you get it? Does it mean something?
I've been wearing it since I was a baby. Yeah, my dad gave it to me way back then.
So a bunch of kids have disappeared now. Obviously, we know they're vegetables. And these two go searching for
Who are you?
the Vixens.
Why are you here?
We just came looking for our friends.
Why should I know anything about your friend?
You brought those girls here. You're one of them.
So
But it only
Paul's
makes
mother
the
explains.
more terrible.
Isolation.
Your father didn't tell you. There are no men on our planet.
No men? Well, how do you...
Exactly. How do we?
Radio
Bunch of
station.
screwy, oversized vegetables. Real cute, you guys.
Oh my.
Look, we were with them when whatever it was happened, but it isn't a joke.
One of the Vixens zaps this kid. Turns him into something that maybe kind of resembles a pickle.
What's left of my son, Daddy? Just a giant pickle. And I say, what am I going to do about it? What are we all going to do about it?
Seems like the town's going to form a posse.
Monsters!
All right, tonight.
Let's go.
Who else is coming?
The unbelievable powers of the aliens have now been confirmed. We've just received word that the town of Springfield has been turned into a giant summer squash. Wait a minute, I've just been handed another bulletin. Oh my god, the entire community of Laurel Heights has been turned into a humongous zucchini. What?
Looks like Stephanie's going to get hers.
I want to be a tomato.
It weren't her. Save
The
us.
government army is
And there's not enough
allegedly
time for
coming
us to
in.
get out. They had you're hopeless.
Paul, I never wanted to put you in danger.
He's trying to plead with his mom.
Look, I couldn't drive away knowing she'd be killed. I still love her.
No.
Go alone again?
She's gonna leave and fly away.
Dad!
And he's hitching a ride. And there they go. Our last scene in the film shows an intergalactic space mailroom. And that's it. Alright, let's talk about this movie, Revenge of the Teenage Vixens from Outer Space. As some of you know, I'm trying to reacquire all the movies that I had on beta and VHS onto DVDs or DVD-Rs if they don't exist on DVD yet. This is one of my fellow Schlockmeister brother, Jeff, was also trying to track down. He asked me if I needed this, and I said, no, I don't actually. But then I looked at my list closer one day, and I actually discovered that I did have this ridiculous movie on my list, which means I had to try to track it down too. We found that it was available on DVD, at least it looked like it was. It's listed on Amazon right now as we speak. For like $190, something ridiculous. However, even though it's listed as a DVD, the thing that's for sale on Amazon, if you click it, it's from a third-party seller. It's actually a VHS tape. He's actually selling the original VHS of this for $190. So did it exist on DVD? I didn't know. So I ended up doing an eBay search for it and a saved search, and after about a month or so, it popped up, and here it is. So I picked it up and paid a lot less than $190 for it. The DVD is obviously a lot cheaper, but I was kind of disappointed when I got it home. I was watching it, and about 55 minutes into it, the DVD freezes. It's kind of a beat-up DVD, and it's not, I guess it's got some scratches and some faults on it. I don't know. So no matter what I could do, it just would not play. Can't see any. There's a bunch of extras on here, too, some bizarre stuff, but couldn't watch it. None of the extras worked either. It just froze at the 55-minute mark, no matter which DVD player I put it in. So I went and found my VHS tape that I had of this, which I copied from a Blockbuster on South 27th Street in Milwaukee on March 25th, 2000. So I made a DVD-R out of that so I could watch the remainder of this film. God, and what a film it is, right? Space aliens turning people into vegetables. With a title like this, The Revenge of the Teenage Vixens from Outer Space, you're expecting some sort of nudie film, because the four Vixens are kind of hot. They're good-looking ladies in short skirts and stuff, but there's no nudity in this film whatsoever. It's a real letdown disappointment in that regard. Nearly every actor and actress in this movie, from at least the ones that I clicked on IMDb, did absolutely nothing else. This was the one thing they did. It looks like this was filmed like in Seattle, or I think a bunch of people in Seattle made this movie. The director's name was God, I can't remember Jeff Farrell, I think, and his wife Michelle Lichter put this thing together. I mean, you take it for what it is. It's kind of a comedy thing too, and if you can get past the ridiculous of that, you might actually enjoy it. The acting left a little to be desired. Some of it was okay, some of it was not. But again, could have used a little spice in there, like a few nude scenes. That would have livened it up a little bit, right? So, but anyway, it's quite a film. So, not a whole lot of information about this film online, but again, you can see it is available on DVD from some company called Sovereign, which doesn't exist anymore. I tried to find their website to see if I could find another DVD copy of this. It doesn't exist, hasn't existed in a long time. So, anyway, if you can find this thing, track it down. Let me know what you think about it. It's called The Revenge of the Teenage Vixens from Outer Space. I got it, Meth. Ha! Watch it. Leave some comments down below. Bye.